especially for the next generation like you guys. So before we get into the panel, I want to tell you a little bit more about Campus Greensboro and what we do and what we're doing for you. So first, how many of you guys want a paid summer internship? Yeah, okay. All hands should be up. So I work with about 50 different organizations in Greensboro, from local corporations to nonprofits to startups to everything in between, to provide these internships. And these internships fall in all different categories. So whether you're a business major or IT or even engineering or liberal arts or education or sociology, we have internships that pretty much fit every major. So if you are looking for that paid internship, this is a great opportunity for you. The cool thing about this program in particular is it's not just the internship. While that's huge and that's a great piece to this, when you accept an internship through Campus Greensboro, you also become what we call a fellow in our fellows program. Becoming a fellow means that you get a lot of supplemental training on top of your industry training through your internship. So you get to go to the Center for Creative Leadership, which is a world-renowned leadership institute that happens to have headquarters in Greensboro. They do a 2-day training with all of our fellows, you know, leadership certification. You also get to go through 4 different professional development workshops in all different areas. You get paired with a community leader mentor who can really guide you through the summer and beyond. You get to do some fun things, some social things, some networking things to help you feel connected to our city and feel like you have career prospects as you move forward in your college career. And so it's a really unique opportunity for you all. And I would love to see all of you guys apply and be fellows with us next summer. So we'll have about 150 students in the program in the summer, so it's very exciting. It's a cohort model, so you'll get to know all 150 folks in the group. They'll be from all over the world, so you get a great basic network there as well. And it's a 2-step application process. So when you walked in today, you should have gotten a postcard. Everyone get a postcard? Yeah? Good. This postcard has our website as well as our Instagram and other information about the program on it, so hold on to that. That postcard, once that has the website, it's going to help you apply to the program. It's a 2-step process, where first you need to apply through the Fellows Program itself. That application is pretty straightforward. You do need a professional letter of recommendation. So you want to start on that process because getting that professional letter of recommendation can take some time. Once you complete and submit that application for the Fellows Program, you then get access to apply to any and all internships that you're interested in. So you can, it's like a big job board, where you go in, you apply to each individual one, and then the employers select and hire you, just like any other job board would be. Our application deadline this year is February 11th, so you do have a little bit of time, but you do want to start that process so you're not scrambling toward the end. I really hope that you apply. It's, like I said, it's a very unique program. It gives you all types of opportunities that you may not get otherwise, and so I hope that you consider this for whatever you plan to do next summer. You also, when you walked in, on top of your little card, you should have had a little raffle ticket stapled to your postcard. Everyone get that? Yeah, great. So fill that out for me. We're going to be doing a raffle at the end of this for a couple fun prizes. So make sure to give that to our friends like Laura over here so that we can make sure you're a part of that raffle. And we'll also be sticking around after this. So after the panel, a group of us will be hanging out, so we can definitely answer any questions you may have about the program. I can give you my contact information so you can reach out, and I look forward to it. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start with our panel. I'm going to introduce our panel moderator, Ms. Heavenly Walker. Heavenly is with the Chamber of Commerce, and she's also on Synergy Young Professionals Council. She's going to tell you a little bit more about what that is, and then she's going to introduce the rest of our panelists. So thank you guys.
Hello everyone, thank y'all for coming out in this weather. Like, seriously, it is not the best weather today, but I appreciate you coming out. So as far as what I do, I'm with the Greensboro Chamber of Commerce. I work with the member engagement team, which is a team within the chamber that works with the businesses that are part of the Greensboro Chamber of Commerce and help us to do some of the work that we do in our community as far as economic development, entrepreneurship, and quality of life. I'm also served 3 years on the Executive Council for Synergy Young Professionals, which is an organization that targets our 21 to 39-ish demographic here in the city. It's a great organization. They have several activities throughout the year, including lunch and learns. They also have after-hours events, and then we have a leadership summit in March, on March 7, 2019, which is going to focus on health and wellness this year. So without further ado, I would like to have our panel actually introduce themselves. We can start with Ms. Nancy Hoffman, Councilperson Nancy Hoffman.
Hi, I'm Nancy Hoffman, and I serve the city, District 4 within the city on City Council. I've served that district as the representative since 2011, and I'm really very happy to be with you today.
And you may all be familiar, no, actually we got Miss April Larkins. They might be familiar with you too, then we have Miss April Larkins. Could you introduce yourself?
My name is April Larkins. I'm a senior project manager with Greensboro Company. We are a construction management firm. I specialize in construction, hospitality, hotels, pet centers, and historic preservation.
Now I hope you are familiar with Dr. Bennett.
Good morning to my fellow family. Dr. Annette Wilson, for those I haven't met, I'm the new dean of faculty, and I'm not here anymore, so I am here at Bennett. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so the topic today is going to be growing Greensboro for the next generation, and we're going to focus on how government, business, and higher education work together to develop downtown. I'd like to start with Councilperson Hoffman. How do you believe that students and young professionals have a voice on decisions impacting Greensboro?
Yeah, I think that we're really sort of talking about two different groups here. You're college students, and we are really trying to figure out how to get you engaged in the work of and the activities of the city of Greensboro. And I think that takes a little bit of curiosity on your part that will want to make you sort of break loose of the bounds of your campus here and come 6 blocks and see what's going on in downtown Greensboro, as well as on some of our college and university campuses. And I'd really like very much to see more of that. And if you can help me and those of us who are charged with running the city, we really want to try to figure out how to do that. As young professionals in the city, those are people who are living somewhere in the city, working, and I think we've done a reasonably good job of creating organizations that appeal to them. And what I've tried to do as a member of City Council for the last 6-7 years is at every opportunity I've appointed or gotten my associates on City Council to appoint young professionals to our various boards and commissions, because I think that provides a training ground for them to become involved in the city and ultimately, I hope, run for public office. I will tell you that during my corporate business career, I say this really fairly frequently, that what I enjoyed most about my business career really was working with and mentoring younger associates and really seeing them grow and giving them the opportunity to be challenged and to take on more responsibility in the various companies that I was with. There's a whole other world of Greensboro outside your campus, and I hope you'll just take the opportunity to explore it for arts, for entertainment, for other kinds of activities, restaurants and bars downtown, places to have fun. And we just need to get you there. We're trying to make it easier through supporting our line bike program, and hopefully figure out how to maneuver the bird scooter so that's a mode of transportation as well. So really like very much if you can help me, not just today, but maybe we can really carry on this conversation in some way at a later date, or help us figure how we do get you involved. For you, I think there's so many things for you to take advantage of. You think what you like to do in your leisure time. We will have our new Performing Arts Center downtown will be completed at the end of next year and will open in early 2020. I think there is programming there that will be very appealing to you throughout the year in Greensboro. We have the North Carolina Folk Festival, which is a free weekend festival with a very high level of talent that's absolutely free to people who attend. So you have an opportunity to kind of participate in that. It's always the weekend following Labor Day. So there's so many things going on. You just have to be brave enough and curious enough to come and discover.
Thank you, Nancy. I have one quick follow-up question. You mentioned a couple of times that you would appreciate the feedback and the city would want that. How would the student population go about providing that feedback? Like what outlets should they use, or what they be?
Yeah, I brought a few business cards, but I'm happy for you to contact me personally.
Awesome.
And you can do that through the website, or I'll be happy to, if you want to just take down I'll give you it's on my business card. It's my personal telephone number and my personal email. So you can call me at 336-255-1306. I answer and return every phone call. Or you can email me at Nancy J, just put in the middle initial J, Hoffman@gmail, and I'll respond to you that way. So please, if you have some ideas, we can not only talk, I'll come and meet with you. So thanks.
Awesome, thank you. Dr. Wilson, as a downtown campus, what role does Bennett College play in downtown development and connecting college students to downtown?
Thank you for the question. And I think as we do this, because we want to make it work, we'll progress on what our colleagues here are also expressing. I look at Bennett as a can you hear me? No? Now? I look at Bennett as a bridge. If you go to the west, it takes you to the interstate. If we go east, it takes us downtown. So we're in the middle. So I want you to think of that concept. Bennett is in the middle. And what we're going to do is look at how we can become the bridge for the Greensboro downtown area, what we can do with that. And so we start to think about, if we are college students connecting, that we do not just attend, but we participate. We want to be the volunteers on the floor, that we're helping with conferences, we're helping with activities within the Greensboro downtown area. And we also have, for example, a North Carolina Consortium of schools. Last time we did this, we had 11 Bennett students. They worked the conference. They stayed down at the Four Seasons for 4 nights for free, but they made name tags. They escorted guests. They picked up guests at airports. They saw how it was to work a conference. That is part of our initiative, our strategic plan, that our students are not just attending, but we are participating and learning how we do our profession. The workforce component that we have for connecting our Bennett students to downtown, we're looking at the theory that you have in the classroom, and you take it to practice, where you go down to the bank, or to the post office, or to the hospital, or to the homeless shelter, and you take what you've learned through paid internship, volunteer internships, then you come back to your classroom. And back to your classroom, you can talk about the realities of what happens in the profession in which you wish to participate. You also may find, I think I'm going to change my profession. Maybe that's not what my calling is. And so those are the pieces that we look at. We want our Bennett students to become, how many freshmen are in the audience? Raise your hand proudly. When you walk out of here across the stage in 4 years, as our president says, 4 years, we want you to have folks that can say, thank you so much. Now send me another Bennett Bell, because you worked for 4 years with the organization. Now you might be a director, you might be a supervisor, and all you did was starting as a volunteer. So we look at the impact of doing that. You might leave Bennett and go somewhere and get a master's degree or a doctorate or certification, come back to Greensboro. Your children are going to go to the Greensboro public schools. You're going to have to shop to buy a wardrobe for your children. You're going to go downtown and visit with centers. You're going to go downtown and eat. You're going to pay taxes. That's how Bennett can participate in growing the Bennett community.
Thank you. And you know, just to add to that, this kind of easily leads me into a question that I have for Ms. Larkins. When you mentioned internships and that workforce component, Crispin has a robust internship program. What value do you think interns provide to your organization? And do you think that your downtown office is a perk to young people wanting to work for Crispin?
So our intern program has been ongoing out of this office. Really, we had a big startup 3 years ago. Our interns are very, very valuable to our organization as a whole. In a year, in the summer, we usually have 30 to 35 to 40 students across all of our offices. Usually in our office, we have between 2 and 6 students. Things that people don't really realize are tangible that students bring to the office is we have a lot of people that have the youth workforce. So there's a lot of new technology that they bring, a lot of excitement and enthusiasm for the work that we're doing. And I know for me, because I've had 9 interns over the course of my career, they bring a lot of fresh perspective to the management style. There's things that they're going to learn from me, and there's things that they're going to learn not to do from me. But they always are inquisitive, and we always try to take that opportunity to teach them not just about construction, but about what they can learn about management and their career path going forward. And as a manager, I always try to make that time to spend with them to understand what their concerns are and what impact our business has on their life. One of the things that I think is really important is work-life balance. And so having our interns has been a good opportunity for some other folks in our office to understand the importance of work-life balance. As new students come in, they don't want to spend 200 hours working a week. So just being able to have that fresh perspective, not just on our business, but also on our business culture.
And if you don't mind just expanding a little bit about Crispin, because some may not be familiar with your organization.
So we are a $1 billion construction management firm. We do construction, commercial construction, general contracting. So I always tell people to make it easy as we build buildings. Our specialization is healthcare. Out of this office particularly, we do a tremendous amount of healthcare. We also do historic preservation. We do hospitality, industrial. So pretty much any building that you see, higher education, K through 12. Myself, since I've been in North Carolina, have spent time working at Elon University, Guilford County Schools, and then as we talked about a little bit before, is Cascade Saloon, downtown Greensboro. How many people have been to Fat Tuesdays or Boxcar? So our office is right down the street from both of those places. We renovated a building, the second oldest structure in Greensboro, constructed in 1896 last year, and moved in at the beginning of this year. So that is our primary focus, is building buildings and building new buildings for people, but a lot of times we do historic preservation and restoration.
Thank you. Speaking of building buildings and new projects, Councilperson Hoffman, you mentioned the Tanger Center coming in March of 2020, I think is when it's looking to open. What other projects or developments in downtown Greensboro do you think would be most exciting for students and young professionals?
Well, you know, I just think about how I spend my own time when I'm undergraduate and graduate school. But, you know, as a student, if nothing else, come downtown with your laptop or your iPad and just hang out in Center City Park or Lavalley Park on a beautiful day. We have Wi-Fi available. You can, I mean, it's just, you know, both of those are just, you know, beautiful downtown parks. open to our public, extraordinary in terms of their beauty and the interaction that goes on there. But again, I mentioned the Folk Festival, which is a 3-day weekend event, the weekend following Labor Day. We need lots of volunteers to put on that event, which this year attracted more than 150,000 people to the programming over that 3-day period of time. So there are opportunities to volunteer and to make yourself available really to lots of things that are going on in our city. And I mean, just walk from one end of Elm Street to the other, or cross over to Church of Green Street, and you're just going to see tons of things that would interest you, I think, in terms of exploring them, finding out about them. When I was really in the internship program, last year was our 3rd year, I think, and I think I was amazed in year 1 and 2. In year 1, the student whom I mentored was a UNCG student, and the second year was a Greensboro College student, and I was absolutely amazed that neither of them really had ever been to downtown Greensboro. And when I suggested places for us to meet, such as Scuppernong Books, or the Green Bean, or the Baker and Bean, they didn't know where it was. They'd never been there. So, you know, you're just missing out on so much. I know when I was in graduate school, I was at the University of South Carolina in Columbia, but I always got off of that campus to eat and to do other things. And then when I was doing my work after my master's degree, I spent some time at Duke in Durham, and we always went out about. We had a study group that sort of went out into to do something in Durham. Usually to have a beer at 10 o'clock every night when we had finished studying. But then I was at Sarah Lawrence College, which is in Bronxville, just 30 minutes away from downtown Manhattan. And every weekend, I just took the train 30 minutes and spent the weekend in Manhattan. So, you know, exploring what's around you is a part of the college experience, I think, and you just have to be brave enough and bold enough to get out and do that.
Thank you for that. Because one thing growing up from Greensboro, although I didn't go to college here, but then moving back, you realize that this is a college town without a college town feel. And it's because our student population isn't outside of their boundary of campus. And I think, and I do believe that Campus Greensboro has certainly worked to answer that piece of the problem. I hope that there's more opportunity for the city and the university system to work together. Dr. Wilson, you mentioned workforce development as a component and volunteerism and just taking theory to practice and how that will in turn affect our economy here. What other ways do you think, Bennett, being that we are in this diverse college town, so to speak, and specifically having 2 HBCUs, how do you think, what are other ways that you see Bennett impacting our city's economy?
And I think sometimes we just have to read, and I want to just read some statistics from the UNCF. And it's 2014, but those of you who do research and who are in those professions, you have to take 2 or 3 years to collect data. So I just want to read this so that I'm specific enough for you to see the impact that Bennett College has on the Greensboro community, what we're starting out with. So Bennett College generates about $36 million in total economic impact for its total and regional economics. That's $36 million. This estimate includes direct spending by faculty, staff, I'm raising my hand twice, employees in the audience who spend in Greensboro, students who spend in Greensboro, academic programs. How many of you Uber or walk or take the bus to go to an internship or a course situation? When you voted, did you all just walk? Or did you take a cab? Or did you buy gas somewhere for your car? we go back to looking at all those specifics that will spend money in the Greensboro area. Every dollar spent by Bennett College and its students produces positive economic benefits, generating $1.42 initial and subsequent spending for each task that we may do. Bennett College generates approximately $369. That was in 2014. Look at how many, for example, we had approximately 181 freshmen last academic year. This year, we're proud to say we have around 264 freshmen. Mathematicians in the audience do the math. That's the difference that a college can make to a community. We have 150 plus more students now who will buy gas, eat downtown, pay taxes at the local drugstore. And even walking produces a footprint that also increases a betterment for Greensboro. You're walking and breathing the air of the Greensboro community, downtown, adds a positive because of your professionalism. I see young women all the time, downtown, on my way home. What you bring to the table is not all monetary. You have a spirit, you have a giving. We have students who are looking at, how do I do nonprofit now? That might be the major I want to do. I want to give back. How do I go work at the homeless shelter as a student? With those jobs, looking at the campus jobs, we have over 183 on-campus jobs, whether it's work study or college work or students who work on this campus. Imagine those folks taking those skills to downtown Greensboro to work with construction or to work with the city. Think about that concept. 186 of our students work off campus that we know of. We may not know what you're doing off campus, and that's another piece we'd like to know. What are you doing in Greensboro so we can see what that impact would be?
Thank you. I have a question that I'd like to pose to the entire panel. Because our topic is how government, business, and education, higher education work together to develop downtown, what are some ideas that you all may have on how business and higher education in our city collaborate so that we can continue to move forward with developing downtown?
I'm going to ask the most difficult question and then I got to answer right away.
Okay, you're in the hot seat.
Well, I think one of the most important things that we can do from a business standpoint, and just as a community as a whole, is making sure that we find opportunities. Like Andy was saying, there's a ton of things to do in Greensboro. And moving down here myself from Michigan, I didn't know very much about the city at all. So all of my information came from the internet and research that I did myself. So I know that the information is out there. And I think when we work together, not just as higher education, not just as the business component, but also the government, we can all together start to make some real impactful changes. I also want to know how unique it is with this city council and Nancy taking the lead here today, just being open and available and listening to their constituents, to the students that are in the area, to the community, and really saying, you'll go a lot of places and work in a lot of cities that they don't care what their constituents say. They don't care what their college students say. They don't care to hear the things that might be good things, that might be ideas that they haven't even thought of. But you have council members that will sit here and say, call me, email me. We have businesses that are here that say, call me, email me, please reach out to me, because those things that you can bring, we want to bring those changes, not only to you as students, but also to our community at large.
One of the things I would like to see that we do is that those of you who do go downtown and who are from those cities where catching the train is part of how you probably went to elementary school, that was part of your life. Grab a Bell sister and show them how to do that. Show them how to go downtown, take a cab, Uber, do those pieces. In doing that, think about going to town hall meetings. You can go to, the public schools are having town hall meetings across the state because they're getting ready to vote on year-round schools. Do you know anything about what that means? What if you decide to come back to Greensboro? Will your children be at a year-round school or a regular school? or a charter school. What does that mean? As a young belle in college, you can go to those meetings for free. Go to a Board of Education meeting. You will not be surprised at how a Board of Education meeting can affect whether you will have a scooter on the sidewalk, or whether you have to show an ID or not show an ID to get into a coffee house. Because those are the places that we're moving to, not just for sale of alcohol, but to participate in community activities. So think about those pieces. They're free town hall meetings for all kinds of events. There are folks who do not want to have breast cancer run-ins, and they do not want to have participation where we raise money to help families. Where do those groups get those ideas? Unless you practice that and participate, you won't understand within yourself what that is. So I think as Bennett College, we can encourage our students to participate in those kinds of activities.
I would urge you, assuming that I guess you're still here at the end of November, but come down that last Friday in November. We'll have the tree lighting ceremony. I mean, or come downtown any Friday, any first Friday. You know, downtown will be filled to capacity on first Friday. And that's a kind of an open night of activity. But this year, our tree lighting ceremony will be on, actually, it's the Friday, that's the last Friday in November, because December 1 is on Saturday, I think. But, you know, that's just a festive time. You know, we may have 50, 60,000 people on downtown during an event on a night like that. So it's just fun. So grab your friends. What I would like to do from a city point of view is to make your walk from Bennett College to downtown more palatable. It's not far, but at this point in time, we haven't made it as attractive as I'd like for it to be for you. But you can still maneuver it, but might be good to do it with a friend or two. But again, with a Lyft and Uber, we can get anywhere very quickly. So.
Thank you. You know, I appreciate all that. I think because I am from Greensboro, and so I'm passionate about seeing, or just some of the cool things that I've seen happen in not only the last 10 years, but I mean, I graduated high school in '96, and so I couldn't wait to get out. But when I came back, it was like I appreciate the field here, and I think there's so much opportunity here. And so for anyone that hasn't had an opportunity, I say definitely, you know, take what they're saying to heart, because getting out beyond your campus border is an opportunity to engage with your community and learn more about what else is happening here, and then also to be a part of that. You know, going to your school board meetings or your student council meetings, and those are just some great things that you've all had shared today so far. I'd like to, at this time, if it's all right, to open up the floor to questions. If anyone has any questions, we have a microphone right over there. Please don't be shy. Come on. Just one.
Hello, my name is Alicia Park. I'm a freshman, computer science, computer engineering, double major, and I'm the freshman class vice president. My question is, does Ms. Hoffman and Ms. Larkins, how do you guys choose your interns? And are they paid?
Great question.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
She said, how do you choose your interns, and are they paid?
They are paid. I will let one of our Action Greensboro people speak to the specifics of that program. But yes, these are paid internships during the summer. What did we have, a couple hundred last summer, I guess?
150 plus.
This year, 150 plus.
So I would say that we do have paid internships. In the way that we select interns, so we usually have 3 or 4 career fairs that we time a year. But then students email me, email other members of our team. and then we go through, look through qualifications, and then we'll do a screen, usually a phone screening, and then we'll do a couple series of interviews. So our process will go a little lengthier depending on where people are going, and but a lot of it is based on major and kind of relevant coursework. We have had a couple interns that have been freshmen. We've had some interns that have been upperclassmen as well. So.
And we at the city have sponsored several internships during, as a part of this program, and they've really been great young people that we've really enjoyed. We had 2 young men in Parks and Recreation last summer. We have them in other areas and other departments in our city, and they are just a wonderful addition to our staff during that period of time. And I think for you it's helpful, but you have to go through an interview process, so it's good training in terms of how to maneuver that process.
I would just like to make an academic comment. If you are not hearing that construction is your major, do not let that deter you from wanting to apply for an internship. Or if you're not a political science major, or if you're not hearing your major, connecting with a city in which you are have your education may not have anything to do with the academic procedure. It may have to do with you. So feel free to say, I know nothing about politics, I know nothing about engineering. However, I would like to work in an internship environment. Then connecting with your faculty for internships that might be academic focused. So think about, you can study genomes, which is a research piece that has to do with science, but you might want to be a lawyer one day. So keep that, and I think I said that in one of our meetings before. I've said that over and over. Do not let, again, your major be the only thing that determines what you might be interested in.
I will also comment on that and say that an internship that I did. I was an electrical engineering major, and I did an internship going out to substations, which have the batteries and installing substation equipment. It was the most boring, ridiculous summer I've ever seen. And I had spent 6 hours in the hot sun, and then 2 hours inputting information, and then one day I was in a cubicle with no window, a little closet, and it was very, yeah. And I came home and went, I'm never doing that again. I can change my major. And so sometimes those internships that are in your major, or maybe not in your major, but doing something that you think you might be interested in doing, you may find out that it's not what you want to do at all, and that's great. I hear a lot of students kind of in the young professional, I guess, area. I have a lot of friends that say, man, I've worked 10 years in this career, and it turns out that I really hate it. And when you would like to know that when you were 18 or 19 years old, doing your internship, to say, oh, well, turns out I really don't like working with genomes at all. I want to build buildings. Well, no. But those are the type of things that you only get with, well, I won't say you only get, but a good opportunity to get some experience and knowledge of what you actually like and what you want to do is by doing internships. And sometimes those are unpaid internships too, because I had an unpaid one that I hated as well.
Did you have another question, please?
Yes, ma'am. My second question is for Ms. Hoffman. We are all women's university, and you were discussing exploring downtown Greensboro. So, as women, we're targets of targets. But what efforts is the city of Greensboro taking to ensure our safety when we do decide to travel or do decide to go explore?
I can assure you that downtown Greensboro is very safe. In fact, I think the city of Greensboro is. I mean, I have no concerns about going anywhere in this city at any time of the day. Safety and security is what we spend the most money on in our city budget. So we take that role and responsibility at the city very seriously. and it's very important that every citizen be safe wherever they are and whatever they're doing in the city. So I think you can be assured that that's a very high priority.
Our new office is downtown, and the year preceding while we were working on that project, we were able to reach out to the Greensboro Police Department a couple different occasions for different reasons. And the Greensboro Police Department has a community officer, a community resource officer in every zone or district that they have. It's really important, especially women navigating downtown areas and cities, that if there's something that you do see that's not safe, that's of concern, that you don't feel hindered in calling even a community resource officer. And we do that a lot, and ask them to, hey, we have an event going on late, can you send bike patrols over? So people are going to be walking into the park, there's nobody at Fat Tuesdays on Mondays if it's closed. And right now it's 5:30, it's dark, and everybody's leaving the office. Even though nothing's happened ever. But just being able to have bike patrols, foot patrols, there's lots of officers that are around downtown Greensboro that do a really good job of engaging the community. We have Greensboro police officers that come over and eat ice cream in our office all the time. But just those type of opportunities to get to know some of the officers that are there, and knowing that they're there to keep everybody safe, and especially women as they're walking around in spaces and places that are new to us. Just don't be afraid to take that step if you feel uncomfortable.
Thank you. Cecilia, you have a question?
Well, good morning, and thank you for this great panel. I'm Cecilia with Action Greensboro. I work with Lizzie on Campus Greensboro. We have a great team that's here also. This panel is about growing Greensboro for the next generation, and as we grow the community, we need to grow job availability. And I know that there's a lot of majors in this room that are going to be seeking jobs post-internship and post-graduation. So, Councilwoman Hoffman, can you talk about what kinds of industry is in Greensboro?
We really have a very diversified economy here now. From it's interesting. I own a building downtown, and there are 3 apartments in the building. And on the 3rd floor is a tenant who just moved in this year. He was a graduate at NC State, an engineer. He's working for Volvo Trucks. And I happened to be in the building yesterday, and he was working at home, and so he wanted to show me what he was working on. And he is using, as I said, he's an engineer. He's using artificial intelligence to program Volvo trucks to drive themselves. And he was really showing me how he's doing this. He actually had to teach the truck to drive, and then it develops that. It learns how to do that really sort of overnight. It's absolutely amazing. So, at any rate, we used to have concentrated industries here: furniture, textiles, and I guess cigarettes and tobacco were sort of 3 of the things that we were primarily known for. But we have high-tech industry here. We still have a real textile presence. We still have a real furniture presence. We have a design of all kinds present in businesses and industries throughout Greensboro. So, what we want to do in the city is we're not growing our millennial population fast enough in the city of Greensboro. So we know that we've got to increase that group over the next decade. But in order to do that, we have to have jobs for you. You just can't stay in Greensboro because you love Greensboro. You have to have a job. So what my job and our job as city council is to make this a city with a quality of life that is attractive to our business and industries that are here, so that they will continue to invest in those and grow them, but also make us attractive to businesses and industry looking at us as a potential place to relocate. So that's really what we focus on. We do that through our investment in infrastructure and within the city. But we're very focused on that. Our number one priority is job creation. But we as a city council and as a city can't create those jobs except unless we do it at the city level where we add to our city staff. And that's not enough. But we've got to make ourselves very attractive to business and industry so we create those jobs for you.
Thank you. I'd like to thank everyone on the panel today and thank you all for being here. And I think we have a few more announcements before we wrap up today.
Give them another round of applause for their panel discussion. Moderator, thank you for putting on this event through the Bennett College Office Career Services. We want to allow you to speak with them, and I think they're going to join us in the dining hall. So if you have more questions, you can also meet them at the dining hall. If you want to follow up with them, you can visit the Office of Career Services. We'd be willing to assist you if you want to reach out to any of the panel discussions, the moderator, or with Campus Greensboro. We thank you for your time, and you do have a dry and warm day today, okay? Thank you. We're going to allow them to they come down, right? I'm asking you, do you escort them down? I will escort them, because I'm a gentleman. I know how I'm escort ladies down the stairs, but then you proceed them out. I proceed them out too. We do both. Walk them down and then